Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 here on Rawslowgaming, where we're playing Bath City Football Club and trying to take them to the top of Premier League and beyond. We are showing you the matches and anything interesting happening in between. So we'll see at the match day, and I see that we have a very, very tough playing schedule ahead of us from the last match until the last of October with 5 matches in 2 weeks. Yeah, that's pretty tough. But anyway, a short break, and I'll see you at the match day against Stag and Red. Finland for the first match here in this episode against Stag and Red, and it's pretty even match here according to the bookmakers, and so it were last season as well with one match or one win for each team, and we are getting in our players here. Should switch that. And we have Richard, Rowan, Asante, and Sanke on the bench. Yes, that's correct. And everyone is about 90% in condition, so that's good. Let's play here. Jones and Mutruk not having perfect partnership, but all the rest of the lads are having good partnership, so that is really good and something that we can hope that continues on here. So we'll kick off and play and hope for the best, just like we always do, and always trust our assistant manager. So 5-10 minutes in, we haven't had a highlight so far, which is the usual case, of course. Stats wise, it's pretty even so far. Now it's 20 minutes in terms of shots and in terms of possession. We are a little bit maybe dominating in possession, or yeah, we're having 60%, so I think that's a little bit to the dominating side. But the shots are, possession is going down. So far, the first half, nothing happening, nothing at all. And it's a draw here at halftime, of course, with no highlights and no nothing. Stats wise, well, it's even, which it should be, I guess. And we'll start the second half and see here if we can get a little bit more of an exciting second half, which we hope. We do get a highlight here directly in the 49th minute. It is for Dag and Red. Unfortunately, it looks like Wood here coming a bit outside the penalty area, passing to Brundle, and Cole, a wide pass into Marriott, into the penalty area, but passing back to McCann, to Brundle, and to Brundle again, and back to McCann. Third time or second time, and Adams to Marriott and Johnson, and a lot of passing, and it's a goal for Dagan Red here in the 49th minute. Unfortunately, really great player to be honest, but not our luck, so to say. Unfortunately, as that got into the net. Yeah, a little bit of a shame there. Very well struck finish and well placed shot there. Hopefully we can come back in this match. That would be nice. So we'll start shouting here. And yeah, I think we need to do subs here between around the 60-minute mark. Free kick there by Mutruk, but unfortunately cleared, and Dagen Red able to come here with that counter attack. Johnson having a huge run down the right hand side and coming through, but Edwards there tripping the runner there in the penalty area, and it's a penalty here for Dagen Red. O'Driscoll against Cole against leg. Can he save again? No. It's in, and it's another goal for Dagen Red to extend their lead. And now Bassett trying 0-2 for Bassett versus Dagen Red here in the 59th minute. Yeah, we wanted to get back here, not see this happening. Very frustrating. Let's demand more, and directly after, which is not smart, we'll do a sub here, or a couple of subs. So we'll do all players that are on the tired side. We'll switch out Edwards, but we're having a little bit better game. Rowan instead of Kirk here. And Assas, I guess, instead of Mutruk. Yeah, that is how it's going to be. We'll keep shouting here. Next up, show some passion, I guess. And finally, a highlight here in the 73rd minute for Bassitin, but now losing the ball, but getting the ball back on that, clearing the ball up to Sanka on the right hand side. And getting tripped there, and I guess it's a second yellow card here for Wood for Dragon Red, meaning that we will be playing with one player more for the last 20 minutes or so. And let's hope we can take this chance to get back to a draw here. That would be fantastic. So, highlight here in the 76th minute, Craig with ball passing to Jones in a not in the penalty area, but in the danger zone. And the ball to Dag and Red, clearing the ball, but not coming anywhere. Rowan passing back down to Senko here. Outside the penalty area, dribbling into it and shoots, but straight at the keeper. No worries whatsoever for the keeper there. And let's see here. Next highlight, again for Bassett in the 82nd minute. Starting to be tight now. Jones with the ball here on the left hand side, crossing it in towards Cashman. Cashman with a header, but it's outside of the post. We needed that to reach the target if we were really to have a chance, I think. And yeah, we didn't manage to press that green button. Yes, that's why it's really even, but not the result. And there we have the final whistle, and the final result is 0-2 for Bassett versus Stagger Red. Shots 10 to 11, and shots on target 45, possession 60 to 40%. So an all right match stat wise. Result wise, not so much. Ratings wise, alright-ish, and don't know really what our assistant manager said there, but it's fine. Dropping down to 5th place after that match, it's still 6 points off from the league leaders, but we have Carlisle meeting Torquay here, 1st and 3rd, so we'll see what that ends up being. And let's see here, Martinez and yeah, Graceful Romans. There you go. But yeah, nothing to say more about that match really, other than that it weren't really up to par on how we had performed so far through the season. So hopefully we can regain ourselves for the next match against Chelmsford in 4 days, and I'll see you there. Next up is Chelmsford here in the Vanarama National League for Bath 50. We are very clear favorites. Last season, though, we lost both matches versus them, so let's hope we can do better here today. This time around, we got Smith out with suspension, so let's bring Asas in and Simpson in on the bench. Asas, you will get to play a simple central midfielder in support. Yeah, that should work out pretty fine. And the rest is all about 90%. So let's go on here and do our best and see what we can manage to pull together. Kick off and play and comment away. So as per usual, the first seconds is slow or not. You can't really say anything about the first seconds in a match, and especially when you're doing highlights only, it's really hard. So you gotta wait and see what happens. Sometimes, though, the first few minutes can be explosive. Not the case in this match. We are looks like we are dominating though in terms of stats and possession and everything like that. But so far, no real highlight in the first half. But here we have one, and it's Chelmsford with a corner. Not here, and Kirk heading it out to Bowery for Chelmsford and not getting a second chance to cross it here. Get it to Stevenson, and it's a goal for Chelmsford City here in the 41st minute, just before the end of the first half, and just what we didn't want at all to happen here in this match. How frustrating for sure. Yeah, we don't really want or need to see that again. Poor marking there, I guess, in the defense that sort of allowed that to happen. And when we get Brooking here, very tired. Halftime, we are trailing by one. Not fair by the stats at all, Player ratings is all right across the board, so can't say too much about that. We will start shouting here. We will go up to attacking in our mentality. First highlight here in the second half, Edwards snapping up that goal kick in the 50th-minute mark, but I don't know why they showed us that, if that were the highlight, because that didn't really challenge the keeper at all. Let's see here what happens here in the second try. Brooking this time picking up the goal kick and passing back to Wiggett. And Wiggett with a ball up towards Edwards and didn't reach its destination, but Brooking getting the ball again, passing to Assas and to Craig and to Brunt and to Mutruk here in the middle. He passes to Assas and to Cashman and to Edwards, still very much in the middle, just outside the penalty area. Assas passing to Craig to Mutruk, and Mutruk back to Assas and to Cashman and to Edwards. Edwards with a shot, and it's a goal for Bassett here in the 51st minute. And as we're seeing the replay here, remember to smash that like button if you're enjoying the show. If you haven't done so yet and want to follow along, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And as you're doing that, you can hit that small notification bell if you want to be super duper sure of not missing out on anything. If you're interested in supporting the channel even more, check out the links in the description and the membership tab. You can get some pretty cool perks, like getting to name one youth player per youth intake per game year in either FIFA Manager or Football Manager. Yeah, and it's raining cats and dogs outside, man. We know. And it's a shot there, just saved by our keeper, though. And the ball back to Chelmsford players. I don't know if you can hear, but maybe you can hear the rain falling down. It's really raining pretty darn bad. Anyway, time to do a sub or two here. We get really tired, so we need to rest him. Kirk, not so much anymore. Brooking on the tired side, though, so in with Sanko instead of him. And who more? Simpson instead of Edwards or Mutruk. Yeah, let's instead of Mutruk. And yeah, we're risking it here again, so to say, with doing all three subs at once. But hopefully it will be all right. We will shout the man more here. And we do get a highlight here in the 84th minute, but it's Chelmsford with a chance. Coombs here. No, Kirk snapping up that ball in the defense. Good for us, but the ball back to Chelmsford and Pochettino, and Simpson snapping up that loose ball. Brunt with the ball and up towards Cashman, but not reaching its destination. Bowery now with the ball and just getting to pass players, and again not reaching its destination there in the pass up towards our players. Maybe this time Craig passing to Astas and back to Craig, and this time ball towards Edwards. Edwards getting through and getting the ball here on the right hand side, crosses it to Brunt, and it's a save. How the hell did the keeper save there? Super power shot straight at the keeper. Well, sort of straight at the keeper, but yeah, how did he manage to save that? And seconds to go here, and unfortunately, that's the final whistle, and the full-time result is a 1-1 for Bassett versus Chelmsford. Shots 15-6, shots on target 8-4, and possession 55-45%. So, not the result that we wanted, the play that we wanted. Yes, sort of. Not the most dangerous chances that we would have liked, though. Player ratings, not super great either. It was, well, sort of an alright match, but not where we wanted to be, at the level we want to be. Still fourth in the league, still training Torquay and Carlisle, their match. But we are 7 points up to the league leaders at the moment, and we are 7 points clear of dropping out of the playoff zone at the moment. And let's see here. Nothing. Well, Martinez having a good match, and that is nice. Edwards, I don't think we should praise you. Let's see here. 10-16, no, definitely not. But yeah, we'll see you in very shortly again in the next match against Wrexham after this short break. Welcome then to the last match of this episode, and it's against Wrexham, and should be pretty even Steven here according to the bookmakers. And let's hope it's not, or let's hope we can have a good match and turn the tide of things, so to say. We have been having quite bad matches for quite a while now, so we need to switch things around, so to say. And let's hope this is the match that we'll find our flow again. So we do have quite a few players that also need to rest a bit, so we're switching things around there a little bit. Unfortunately, we don't really have much here to offer as such. But Smith in again and Asante instead, or no, Asas instead of Simpson. And we should switch you to ball winning midfielder and Sanko winger support. And yeah, we'll submit the team and go to match like that and hope we can pull it together, just as we always hope, sometimes manage to do. So 10 minutes in, and we're just getting our first highlight here, and it's Wrexham with the ball. Grant passing it forward to Reed, and passing back to Grant here in the middle of the midfield. That's it. Pushing there or stressing a little bit, but the ball back to Grant here, and Grant passing into Young to Chairman and shoots and hits the real cross post of it all, so to say. And next highlight, again, Wrexham with the ball deep in the attacking area. And it's a goal for Wrexham here in the 17th minute. Very unfortunate for Bath City. Not what we like, not what we want, not what we need. And yeah, 0-1 here after 17 minutes. And yeah, the highlights have been there for sure for Wrexham. 2 highlights, that one and hitting the cross post. So can't say it's undeserved. Another highlight here in the 19th minute again. It's Wrexham that have the ball. Rollinson here now, passing to Rushesha and to Grant. Grant with a shot, and it's another goal for Wrexham here in the 19th or 20th minute, and they extend their lead 0-2 now from Bassett versus Wrexham, and we are devastated, really devastated that this is happening. We had such a good start, but yeah, we're now entering a really poor form, it seems like, where things are just not really going our way. Of course, the stats are telling us that it shouldn't go our way either here, but we really should be able to perform better than this. Come on, lads. Show us what you got. We need to do better. We need this win. But yeah, the stats are definitely not telling us that here at halftime. It's rather telling us that the result as it is not unfair. So how are the player ratings overall? Pretty darn poor, to be honest. And yeah, we expect much better here in the second half. We will keep shouting here and see if that is enough. First highlight here for Bassett. It looks like in the 55th minute, Jones with the ball. Passing to Craig and to Brunt in the middle here, and back to Jones. What will he do? Passes into Smith to Craig, to Smith, and back to Jones. And to Mutruk here on the left hand side, and back to Jones. And Jones passes into Craig in the middle. Forward to Cashman, to Brunt. Cashman with a shot. Very nearly, very close there. But it was just outside of the post, and the keeper must have seen that because he didn't throw himself or anything. Next up, Wrexham with another chance. Header over the crossbar there, though. And it's time for another shout. Demand more. And let's do a sub or two. Brooking, again, needing to be rested here. So let's rest him. And Assas, you are going in instead of Digit. I don't really want to do that, but that is what's happening in Asante instead of Brunt. And overall, that's definitely not an offensive switches or subs. It's just the subs that we really have. We don't really have a full team of players that we can sub in. So that's what's happening, and we are losing this match pretty badly. Unfortunately, another loss, and we are approaching the final whistle here, which will be good for us to reach, so to say, because this is just not getting the job done. And yeah, our last highlight here, Jones with the ball for Bath City, passing back to, whoever, passing to Craig, to Montruk, and playing forward to Asante, to Smith. And Smith passing a wide pass there to Jones on the left-hand side. Jones with the possibility to crosses to Cashman, and it's a goal for Bassett here in the 92nd minute. But it's just a consolidation goal and a reduction there, 1-2 for Bassett versus Wrexham in the 92nd minute. So 1 minute to go of extra time with a chance to equalize this match. I don't think we will be able to make it, but you never know. Miracles have happened. And one more time to see that it's not offside. Good run there by Cashman, being able to run and back on the ball. And there we have it. Final whistle, final result 1-2 for Bassett versus Wrexham. Shots 9-14, shots on target 47, and possession 57 to 43%. So an alright-ish match, but not the result or anything that we really wanted. So another bad match as such. And now 6th in the league, 7 points up to the league leaders, probably more, and 4 points clear of dropping out of the playoff zone. And 1,638 attending that game, which is pretty good for us at least. But yeah, that will be everything for this episode. So I hope you have enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you here soon again. Bye-bye!
You have been watching Rawslowgaming, and I hope you have enjoyed. On clicking on the video on the left, you will see the next video in this series, and on the right, our latest upload to the channel. And with that said, thank you again for watching.